Alrighty, welcome everybody to another RRWC 2022 match. We have a Group G game today. We have Sparklxs, our roulette rookie, against our returning rival Frivolous. And I'm joined by my co-caster and admin, In4Fun. How you doing, In4Fun?
Hey, I'm doing great. I'm really excited for this one, not only because they're my group mates, but they're just so talented, and both of them are undefeated so far, so it should be a great match.
Yeah, that's a good point. So we're either going to get a 3-3 or somebody's going to take their first win away today, which is going to be really interesting. Especially because that group was very close as well. I remember the last four groups we commentated over were very close in terms of one match being the difference. But regardless, we have our first spin, and if you don't mind, I'll take the first one for Ambrose. We have Null Crest Drowning for the Pirate and Aka Pistol Engineer. So it's actually an interesting spin. Could be a quick one if you can get that Pirate Disguise very quickly. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, of course the key for this is that, like most early Noel strats, uses the Durian, but that's too late for that. Like using the Durian is too late. He wouldn't go to the bathroom. So probably going to have to be some Seeker strats and getting a Pirate quick enough. But should be nice otherwise. Sparkle starting social hub and Frivolous with the peekaboo on me on Akka probably.
Yeah, it's an interesting difference between both of them. I do think the instant seeker could work out well for Sparkles, but it comes down to whether he can get that pirate quick enough. Oh, did we have a little bit of a stream crash for Sparkles there?
Oh, feels that way.
We'll give him a couple of refreshes. Hopefully that resolves itself because he did have a couple of issues just before we went live.
Yeah.
They seem to get fixed.
One
Oh, and that was a
hope
crash.
Just a game crash and not an OBS crash, because probably the game would just take a reboot to solve. Still very unfortunate there, and Frivolous can just start a run.
Yeah, hopefully he can get straight back in. Not too much of a detour, but you never want to have a crash during the middle of a match, especially in the first minute or so, the most vital minute. Yeah, Frivolous going for the quick Akka ISO. Getting this pirate as well. I was curious, was that person who follows Akka not a pirate? Aren't they like a variation of each other?
Both should be pirates.
Yeah, and I was going to say also, isn't he currently in the pirate disguise? I was just curious about the clear out, but could just be for safety.
Yeah, I think Frivolous had other plans there, and mostly it was because of the camera box, and he just likes the angle, I think. So now the green guns will be present and won't turn yellow, only red. I was looking for an engineer disguise. This is a free metal worker, but can use one down at the pier, or maybe this grab is for an engineer.
Yeah, this can be as scary. That window, you actually can get spotted through it. Very rarely. Yeah. Oh my god.
The back and forth, basically twice, so close there. But Frivolous gets this guy.
Even Frivolous had to shake that one off. I was waiting for the whoosh, but he didn't get it until the last moment. That was scary. Oh my. Yeah, but Sparkles is back in and he's back out to the replay screen.
Yeah, it's unfortunate timing.
Oh,
Frivolous, wrong way. I mean, it's very awkward to see the angle or which direction these pirate faces, but sadly it was the wrong way, and what seemed like a very smart, safe KO was just a frontal one, and Frivolous also has to restart now.
Yeah, well, I really like Sparkle's approach here. He puts two Seekers into Noel and drops off the bomb, and that's such a good way to start off a spin. Two things dealt with that are really problematic. Noel not being at the toilet for the next 2-3 minutes if you leave him walk, and having the bomb sorted with so you don't have to worry about, even in the briefcase too, so just really safe from Sparkles. And yeah, if he can just get this Noel kill, he can always improv with Akka, but Noel definitely is the priority.
Yeah, for a good in-game time, it would just be Noel first and then dealing with Akka. Of course, this doesn't mean that Frivolous is automatically reaping to this. It's just Frivolous has to be careful when he makes Noel sick, because there are not too many toilets. I don't think there are any until Noel is back at the Central Social Hub at 5 minutes.
Yeah, maybe there's some crazy like double seeker, like seeker someone else before him, but honestly, I noticed so many just bushes he gets sick in, like up by the boat where the falling object is, in some random person's house. So yeah, I do think Frivolous has to know when to seeker Noel, otherwise it'll just be a rip, or he'd have to wait for the seeker to wear off.
Yeah, that still will mean a nice early Akka kill, just the Noel kill will be a bit later. Sparklxs looking to...
Yeah. I'm a bit surprised he had to trank those guards.
I don't think he had to, but maybe Sparklxs has that experience with them, and maybe they turn around during the animation.
Yeah.
That's not what I remember.
Yeah, maybe they treat him as dead once he's being drowned, so they turn around. Their cycle to turn around starts. So yeah, probably just safety from Sparkles, which is definitely a good decision. But yeah, he has the first cooldown now of the match. Gets a massive whoosh.
At the one enforcer, it's probably the problematic NPC for this engineer grab, which I never know how safe you need to be with him, but people like to let him walk on the pier, and then it should be totally fine to get the engineer.
Yeah, pretty nice from Sparkles now. Now, what Aka ISO is he going for? Probably that meeting room peekaboo. He seemed very comfortable going into that room. And she's in prime position right now. There's a panic going on from the tranked bodies, but it wears off instantly, which is nice.
Oh, it was interesting. Probably one of the cooks screamed seeing the multiple bodies, and then it's just loud enough so that a lot of people can hear it for temporarily, but panic officially didn't spread there, and Sparklxs did an important peekaboo to
Oh
make.
my.
It works out in the end.
At first I thought I lost the hook of it, but
Looks like it will be both of them coming in. A very finicky part of this chat. The pirate sees the gun. No GRB is very good for Sparklxs. Definitely a bit close there, but it's both kills down now.
and it's an awful shame, I have to say as well, because if Sparklxs had not had the crash, I think he had one small rip regardless, but this definitely would have been a record. The record was, I think, 440 by 420, and he's going to exit here before even 340 happens, so...
Yeah, it sounds good when you say it like that, and it's only now that Noel is found, so it was just Chang bodies causing an issue. One last enforcer to dodge, but Sparklxs, very impressive first main run. Takes the first map. It's one away from winning 4 matches in a row as a rookie. 3 is already impressive, but we'll be looking at that, making 4 perhaps.
Yeah, very nice from Sparklxs there. Dealt with the crash and dealt with the one quick whip, but yeah, he did get out, and really nice route, honestly. 333 on any map. Amazing, except Armor, if you're Joker. We're going to Santa Fortuna, though, which has been very popular. I feel like I've seen this nearly every single match of the past 4 matches.
Yeah, it's all of them map 2 apparently. Looking at like the sheets and all.
We need to keep the streak of a Jorge disguise for Jorge going as well.
I'm gonna just check it quickly. It may or may not be true.
Yeah, I think it was like the majority of spins lately have had like Cocofield worker or Juglab worker or something equivalent.
Which I personally really like. I'm not a fan of the hard spins, so if you don't have to be chest passing for Jorge, it's always a nice take. Yeah. Frivolous with... Well, of course, he's the one who picked Santa Fortuna, so obviously some confidence on his side. 1 win. Let's see if I can find that, or maybe you are quicker than me.
What's this for the record?
For Frivolous' Santa Fortuna win, it was last year, sorry, last tournament. No, it's RR8, sorry. He beat Mika, and he took Santa Fortuna on the way. That's their only Santa Fortuna.
I mean, yeah, that's still an impressive win, especially with that match we had recently, Mika beating Danny 4-2. So taking Santa Fortuna one of the longer maps from a really good player is definitely a nice looking number 1 to have.
Yeah, it's such an insane match the previous one was. But these players know how to do these spins as well, and used to see... Well, it's an impressive record, the 851 by Randy, but sub 10 would be even more realistic to ask for.
Yeah. He's Sparklxs practicing Red Fox strat.
The new star of Santa Fortuna, this strat. It's not that new, but probably RR9 was the first one when it was used. RR8 seems a bit too far away now.
Yeah, I think it was known for a while, but it didn't become like popularly used by many people. So a few things were solved, I think, within the past year about it. Oh, and Sparklxs messing up that Red Fox. Strange angle to take a shot from. Yeah, it is a very nice strat. Obviously has its applications and places shouldn't be used, but if used correctly, it's an amazing strat. I'm curious what Frivolous has planned. Doesn't look like he has Red Fox ready to go. But he might just be adapting to the start.
Probably just experimenting with some angles there. Everybody kind of shapes the Red Fox strat to his own way. Not in a big way, but mostly by some other angles on the seeker shot, on the pistol shot, or the pistol timing. So, but as long as you can make it consistent, like, I'm not sure if it can actually be 100%, because to me personally, Rico's head turn can be a bit annoying.
Yeah.
But can be good enough.
And yeah, there's a few bonuses to it. The fact that you can do a loud kill on that bridge, even though there's about 18 guards within proximity of that shot, you can get an electrocution on that bridge as well in a little puddle. You can get the fall kill because of the bridge, which is a really big benefit in my opinion. That fall kill, because if unless you catch Rico upstairs in the mansion or do the hippo lore, you're not going to be getting a fall kill as easy. But yeah, it's a very nice strat, and I'm curious if we get something that's going to make them think a little bit. Like we could see some falling objects, and then that'll throw them for a little bit of a world. But yeah, you can take this spin for fun.
So it's not quite falling object, but will maybe make the reflex strat a bit questionable. It's Rico Delgado injected poison as the hippie, Jorge Franco loud explosive weapon as a band member, and Andrea Martinez SMG as construction worker.
And yeah, you don't see this approach to Red Fox often, but you could easily do Red Fox for this. When Rico gets sick, he'll get sick by those two elite guards. He'll walk back up the hill, he'll see the bodies, they'll run over to a couple of guards, the guards will do nothing. Rico will walk back again, and then he'll report the bodies. So you have about 4 minutes to grab the hippie and kill him if you wanted to. But again, it's a matter of if Sparklxs is comfortable with that, and I'm not sure if Frivolous is going for it. It looks like he's actually adapting. But yeah, I don't think we'll see Red Fox from Sparklxs. I'd be surprised if we do.
Because other than the fact that Rico is live, everything else just makes it so favorable for some village start and village isolation. And the fact that Jorge is remote, you don't actually have to become the band member. You can bring the band member to the bridge, and from that point you change into the Mansion Guard and to make the Jorge kill remote. But that's just an approach. Sparklxs will be starting as the hippie, starting with the hippie.
Yeah, and I really would love to see, especially after the fact, somebody, because I do think it's possible, but with the lack of practice and the information, it'd be very tough to do that Red Fox strat and get everything done and then leave in the band member and then just go over and go. Alright, it'd be really nice to see.
Mm-hmm. The fact that so neither of them are doing Red Fox strats, so it feels weird talking about it longer. I will give up on this topic, but Rico is not even a quick walker, so you can make a lot of timings happen as the hippie, probably after the unjack kill, but it's probably for another spin. As Frivolous is trying to get the construction worker, but that was a thrown weapon, which if the NPC sees it, and it was investigated, so it can't really be done as a lure.
Yeah, unfortunate there for Bliss. I don't think he realized until he threw it. But yeah, he does probably want to get that construction worker before he isolates Andrea just to make it speeded up, or knew that he was going to take a long time to come back. So probably a smart restart there. Barely any time lost as well.
Yeah, we'll get this right with the second try. There can be some awkward vertical view cons or this as so it's not an unconscious witness, but the body was seen because nothing popped up in yellow in the bottom left.
Yeah, I do think it was either the guy saw him throw it at him or somebody caught it, but yeah, I don't think anybody caught it, like you said, because there was nothing in the corner.
Sparklxs with the waiting game. And will be a meeting room isolation and then probably a back and forth for the construction worker.
Oh my, Frivolous. Got a peekaboo, and that construction worker was going to go the opposite way around the world to get to him, I think.
And I think he flew off in the end because I didn't see it on the last frame before the restart. I'm not sure where the construction worker went.
Yeah, I think he has to go across the bridge, down the stairs, and back up because that location that Frivolous was throwing from is inaccessible. So,
yeah.
So unfortunate.
This is kind of a struggle bus for Frivolous, but it's a lot of early restarts.
Oh, and Sparklxs gets spotted on the way out after all of that as well.
Kept the SMG equipped, fortunately. So Frivolous waiting for the head turns and keeps the green guns. And I think after the body is hidden, oh, there's the whoosh. This is just such a troublesome position, but Frivolous gets out of it and is looking to get the same meeting isolation, I think, because Minute would be a bit late to do anything upstairs.
Yeah, unfortunately for Frivolous, but yeah. No problem waiting, as long as he doesn't get any more Rips, the construction work was definitely the biggest issue, but he got past that now. Sparklxs, however, he was looking pretty good as well. Just an unfortunate item in his hand when he left.
You can see a bit the difference between Frivolous, who picked the map, and Sparklxs, who has to play it and has to learn it as a rookie, of course. In his first run, he just felt more comfortable waiting out the timing that he knows is the office room, even if that takes a minute and a half of waiting. But now the second try, there will be some other options here, and I think that's going to be the museum peekaboo or seeker shot to get Rico downstairs in dimension.
Yeah, nice deviation from Sparklxs, changing up his strat. You can get this kill down pretty safely. It'd be very nice to see. Rico
Only difficult
is,
part.
yeah, he's very far over by the hip enclosure in terms of like being outside and stuff. So it'll take him a minute or two to get back in.
Yeah, this is the difficult part for Sparklxs. He's not going to use pistol distractions because he doesn't have one. So he's using the lead pipe. I think if the corners subdue, it was going to be red guns anyway.
Yeah. Unfortunate for Sparklxs there. Not much he could have done to save that. Maybe a pistol shot if he had one, or drag the body really quickly, but would have been very tough to do that in the moment.
That's what makes this very hard. The fact that Sparklxs has no pistol, and this run will have no pistols, most likely. All those distractions are so hard to make otherwise, but Frivolous with the Antria kill, it's number 1, and with this door open, already the second disguise acquired.
Yeah, very nice from Frivolous right now. As band member as well. Might even get Hippie, get the kill and come back for that band member. Just to save the running back. Could be done remotely, that final kill as well, but...
Frivolous meets the hippie in the village. Excuse me.
I've never seen him leave.
I have no idea what trigger Frivolous had made here. Could it be that the hippie saw the construction worker? No, the body wasn't found. Could it be? Could it have been a peekaboo on the hippie? So many questions.
Yeah, I have actually no clue. Like, I'm trying to think, was there any chance a stray bullet somehow went beneath the place and he investigated? Or, like, he panicked somebody and he heard the sound and he went to investigate that? But, yeah, regardless, he got him back.
This game and its mystery is just amazing to see. Frivolous did nothing special in this run, and yet the hippie was in the village on a run almost, but made its way back to the hostel in the end.
Yeah, that's gonna bug me now. I'm dying to try. I'm thinking back so hard to try figure out what it could have been, but yeah, I have no clue what that could have been for Frivolous. It had to be some indirect, like, action panic or distraction that somehow just made him go down. But
right. It's gonna be very interesting to see later. I think that's a seeker shot missed on Sparkl's side, and the second one missed as well. That's a 2-minute restart again.
Yeah, a bit too far away. Could have went a bit closer up to that window. But yeah, it was hard to say if that arc was good or not there for Sparklxs. But yeah, that's a heavy restart as well.
But now Frivolous in the mansion area. Same issue as Sparklxs, no pistols to help this situation. You don't really want to use the SMG for bullet distractions. This will be an awful peekaboo there. He can hide behind a tree.
Oh my god.
Barely, it's fine, but now there's Catalina as well. Oh, what do you do here?
Yeah, tough situation. Definitely wait, yeah. That guard will hopefully loop back around the same way he investigated from. Still has to get past like 2 or 3 enforcers here.
This might end up in a cover subdue, but needs to look out for the mate there. Yeah, he didn't, sadly.
Unfortunate for Frivolous there. Sparklxs just about to give a go at this mansion ordeal as well. Very different timing, almost 3 minutes difference. But yeah, getting Rico is still going to be very surprising to me. It looks like Sparklxs opts not to. And instead set up Jorge, which is definitely a good idea.
Yeah, might as well. And, and for Rico live cases, it's really not a lot of options to do. If it's a good area where Frivolous ripped and where Sparklxs, I think that's where he ripped as well. It's either that bathroom or the bathroom above with a peekaboo or a seeker shot. And just live kills are hard, especially in Santa Fortuna.
I'm starting to think as well that hippie moving around might be because Frivolous actually starts up there and triggers the convo. Because I don't think that's a common enough occurrence for people to notice the effects. Because it doesn't have an insane benefit starting there a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious if that's just a proxy thing that people aren't accustomed to.
Makes sense, honestly. If the hippie just goes for a regular cycle after the conversation. Huh.
Yeah, perhaps we'll see it again now. Frivolous is gonna probably do the exact same thing, and we'll see again. The hippie doesn't have any question marks or anything, so he must be on some sort of a natural cycle or returning to a cycle. Yeah, Sparklxs is dancing around the mansion grounds right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. Nice that he didn't trip. He went the long way around to the Coca Field area where the hippie is allowed, since he's the drug smuggler for.
No,
Or hey, oh, this will be too much, yeah.
Yeah, a bit too comfy there for Sparklxs.
This was basically one vault away from safety, I guess, because from then the Jorge ice was in the Rico ice was within reach. So
Yeah.
a bit of waiting for Frivolous, but it's a nicely optimized first third of the run.
Yeah, for sure. Pretty good for Frivolous. Yeah, both players having a bit of trouble getting going. Seems like Rico's the big hurdle of this for them. Sparklxs was waiting for a Red Fox approach to this, but didn't get it.
Yeah, definitely hard, and time is ticking. 12 down and 18 to go as far as minutes go. If we were to have no finishers in time, it's 1 point each. But Frivolous once again with the Andrea kill down. And just in case, oh, it's a one shot on the camera, nicely done.
Yeah, amazing. I don't know how we got away with that, but did pull it off. Can he do it again, however? 2 bullets is fine. Yeah, very nice
Even with the
here.
triple, of course, he would be safe, or NJ would be safe, but
Yeah.
just for fun, it was nice to see.
Alright, now this hippie. Is he still in the same spot? He should be by the hostile smuggle. And is that him? Yeah, he is.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, he must just have a natural proxy then that gets hit when Frivolous spawns up there. Because I feel like most people, when they get hippie, go up there for the first time and you never have to worry about him going anywhere. So that's probably just what's happening. And that's completely news to me, in my opinion.
Yeah, I want to say that all of us learned it today, but there might be some others who found the situation beforehand. But and the wrong distraction.
He went too early. Hippie was on the stairs. Let's cancel it though. Very nice from Frivolous.
Nice improv. And the second time the hippie will go for it. I think the regular NPC is also coming without an enforcer dot at least.
Oh wow. Yeah. Oh, and it got cancelled out because it got turned off, I think, by that guy.
Wow. It's not VIP behavior, but it's almost like reacting to it and then not going for it. Weird.
Oh wait, is the hippie leaving again?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, so what's going on with Frivolous? I don't think the hippie's going to enforce that. Yeah, he's not.
Peekaboo, yeah. Peekaboo should work.
Oh my.
Oh, a big one. All the way to the closet. I think that should take long enough so that this civilian would be long out of the way. He goes for the radio anyway.
Oh my lord. By the time he actually gets in, the hippie's going to be leaving. It'd be so funny if he left through the door that's right next to him. I don't think he will.
I don't think Frivolous would find it funny, but
It'd make a good clip. Yeah, but he finally gets him. Wow, that was like ring around the rosy for Frivolous, but he got the hippie in the end.
The longest hippie grab. Not that it was Frivolous' fault, just
Yeah.
a strange situation, but there's a second disguise.
Oh, and Sparkles gets the poke just as I look back. Very nice kill to get down. And yeah, that was one of the toughest ones, in my opinion. Of course, the loud Jorge could still be tough because you gotta tuck him in a lot and hope he doesn't get spotted in that exit window.
This could be nice timing for the Seeker's chance, and then just jack him next to the Piranhas.
Yeah, that
Still
would be
has
very nice to
to.
see.
Yeah, I wonder if realistically you would still make it an exit kill, but it's not unlikely the body would be hidden by the explosion. I don't think Sparklxs wants to find it out just for fun 9 minutes in, but
Yeah, I agree for sure. I do think we'll just see him set him up and leave him for later on when he gets to the exit. Did he hit that Seeker? I would assume so because he was standing still and he looked very confident that it hit.
yeah, I don't know for sure. Oh, he's running, so that's perfect.
Very nice, yeah, for Sparkles. Meanwhile, Frivolous went across the log, across the river, and he's going to be heading up to Rico now. I wonder what we're going to see here. We're going to see a Hippolor, maybe?
Would make sense. It's it's an interesting little puzzle timing wise, because to be the fastest you would you would throw in the meat and try to take care of Jorge, but with this timing you might not be able to do it in time.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I think it's 1 minute and 6 minutes is the optimal meaty bone timing because that's when he's closest. So if you miss that, I think if you just miss that, I think that is the best chance you'll have in a long time. But again, I'm not sure, and I even know the timing, so I'm not sure if Frivolous knows either. You might just throw it in and wait, which is definitely the safer option.
The science of the meaty bone is just beyond me, because you can do three things to him. You can just let it happen naturally. The mission story with the Hippo Whisperer. You can KO the Hippo Whisperer and Rico just goes for it by himself. As you said, it's part of his cycle when he realizes that. Or you can become the Hippo Whisperer and just stalk him. And I think the timings are always different every minute, but
yeah, I think that's a better option for Frivolous then to take control of the timing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, and this GRB
Still
for
green.
Friv. But yeah.
Still green, but didn't wait it out. It was probably gonna be red, but I would have to wait out the server's decision.
Yeah, I think even if it was stayed green with the KO, those two guards would have heard it, right, and panicked. Or is there a potential that they might not have?
Yeah, but jack the body in the shallow grass and you could be fine to leave the area. It's a likely rip, but we want to take our chances sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you've nothing to do, so you should always wait it out just to see.
So big Sparklxs lead now with the Jorge explosion completely set up. And he's heading towards, well, it's going to be either the band member, sorry, or Andrea. And this will decide. It's good timing for second cycle meeting room.
Yeah, looking really good for Sparkles. Now, everything he has left to do is in this village. The construction worker, the band member, and just the Andrea. So this would be one of the biggest hurdles left. Andrea is coming down, so very nice timing for Sparkles.
It's not going to be trespassing. I'm not sure what the evidence situation is, but with the silence SMG, it's a non-issue or it's a minimal issue. And I guess the last question is, what construction worker will Sparklxs take? Because you can see that Frivolous is one. Isn't the easiest. He's made it 100% consistent by now, but hard to say.
Oh, and that's a bit scary for Frivolous. That guy got double shot, and there is a small chance sometimes he can walk inside. And Andrea gets panicked. So we saw it earlier. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I actually think it was in your game and Bluntz's game. We saw a panic spread. Frivolous restarts regardless.
Sparklxs will start with the band member. So an all-important picture-in-picture will decide if this run goes to the end or not. Or he will be flying, but will be flying far enough.
One can only hope so. But yeah, it's going to be a scary ending. Still needs a hippie, or not hippie, sorry, construction worker for that Andrea kill, which is pretty safe now. Once they're both knocked out, nothing really happens to them. Yeah, construction worker could still be a bit bumpy. He might be going for that one behind the safe house. Oh wow, that's really safe. I really like that grab.
Oh,
yeah,
the radio, interesting, nice.
I won't even lie. I didn't even know that radio was there.
I wasn't sure who would be lured by it.
Yeah.
But nice knowledge by Sparklxs on his first ever center foot spin, but obviously so much practice.
Oh, is he knocking him out early though? Oh, thank God. I thought I was going to knock him out when he turns down from the stairs.
Yeah, could have made it catchier, but luckily he didn't. And we see the explosion now.
Oh.
And I think that's...
Is he hidden or is he floating on top of the water?
So he's hidden now. That should be a body hidden. But the way he flew high enough...
Oh, I don't like it.
Those are tall bushes though.
Yeah. I do.
Tall bushes cover the area, sorry.
I do. So did he fall into the water or did he just fall into a different part of the bushes?
In the water for sure. It's just
okay.
yeah. Bugs out.
Oh, and he does get it. Back. Oh my. If Sparklxs was 100% confident in that, then fair play. But that's scary to do that kill second any day of the week for me. Especially when it's coming down to how far they fly. But yeah, he gets away with it, and I don't imagine that body getting found. Will he get the 10-minute perfect? Nah, just off.
Just off, but still a very impressive Santa Fortuna. With a couple early restarts, but making it happen, and with 8 minutes to spare, takes the second map, and will be winning this match, but for line matters. There's the finish. Nice.
Yeah, very nice and sparkled. Scary ending, but does take it. Yeah, unfortunate for Frivolous. Got some really good runs. But the issue with that is the further the runs get, the more, or the less time you have to try again. So yeah, unfortunate Frivolous. But we're moving to Mumbai, another big map. And it is the RNG map of this match. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, what could we get here? It's not the easiest map here on offer, but not even a slight chance for a tie so far. Oh yeah, just one spin away from a nice match here, and this could still be anyone's game. Frivolous once again, with more experience than the rookie, of course, but both of them have played and won Mumbai.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm interested to see what kind of spin we get for this. It is a very expected approach map, we always say, but there is the odd time where players who are comfortable on the map do deviate. It's mainly Dancer Star, I think, is one of the only ones I see many people go for. Sometimes Laundry Worker, funnily enough. If they want to, if they have like a live Maelstrom, they need to get disguise for him. They just start Laundry Worker, get the disguise, and go straight up to the hills. Yeah, we never know what we can get with this map. It's a really interesting one, and it's just so many disguises and so many little items you need to know. It's quite a big map. One of the big five, of course.
There are, of course, the maps with a lot of lethal melees, and there are the maps that are just hard to traverse. And for some reason, Mumbai is the one who fits both. And I think it's probably the hardest map to learn the map of. Of course, strats are a bit easier, but should it get to multiple melee items, lethal melees, it's not even the experienced players are guaranteed to not use hit maps. It's just so hard to think of some kitchen knives, screwdrivers, or something even rarer.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many little items on this map. Barney's Trainyard, like alone, has like 6 or 7. That a few of them won't even realize. There's tons of screwdrivers around there, but I guarantee that like 9 out of 10 people won't be able to pinpoint where they are.
Hmm.
So many goddamn knives on this map. There's like 3 or 4, I think.
Yeah, very tough there.
Boat readying up Skywalk.
The
Can't blame
default
them.
start, as you like to mention. Of
Yeah,
course.
definitely default location. Still gotta get somebody on that mod to make Skywalk default starting location on Mumbai. Yeah, worth noting as well, record for Danny, 7 minutes. And I remember saying that, and I think, wait, do I have it up? I do. Yeah, Silence Pistol Holy Man for Maelstrom, Fire Queensguard for Vanya, and Dao Rang and Sisters as Taylor. That's with Taylor as well. Taylor, not too bad, but it just goes to show if you get that like perfect spin, just Taylor is probably like on a list of easy to hard, probably like 4 or 5 in terms of how much time you have to spend to get him for a recce spin. But yeah, I'm so intrigued to see what the record could go down to. I feel like we could get like a 550 or something.
There are some of the perfect storms, and well, it's the quickest few conditions for the one target maps. Some really nice conditions for really nice combinations for the 2 target ones, but for 3 targets to line up so nicely, it's started to become astronomical. But I do think we will live to see the day. Well, of course, the sub 7, but sub 6 is also looking very likely there. Yeah, one more spin here, Observer, and that is for you. I'm curious how it will end up, though.
Yeah, let's see what we got. We have Mr. Maelstrom SMG as the laundry foreman, Anya Shah Neck Snap as the Bollywood bodyguard, and Dawood Rangan Loud Explosive Weapon as the elite tug. So, to be honest, not the easiest spin in terms of like time. Vanya Shah looking pretty nice. Maelstrom not live and Dawood not live, so not too bad, but a lot of setup here. Kind of a disguise nearly in every corner of the map, you could say.
Yeah, the thug won't be a lot of detour there. There are a couple of ways to make it happen. The foreman will be its own journey. And with the silence SMG, the likely silence SMG that players will take, it will be really tempting to just shoot the door, shoot the flower pot where the key is, the foreman area, and that has always caused some troubles. So let's hope the players are ready for that.
Yeah, it's a very commonly ripped on door. There's just so many ways into that room as well, which is surprising. The key definitely seems to be a priority for a lot of people. Of course, you can go up on the kind of the little bridge to the left. You can try to go past the guards. You can jump down into the toilet, Slumdog Billionaire style, and get past the guards. Yeah, a lot of approaches, and I'm curious to see which one they take and which elite tug they get is going to be surprising to me because there's about 3 or 4 different locations that they can get.
None of them are obviously great, but none of them are terrible. My go-to is the beach house. Just go down those stairs and take the one who's free, not too far away from the actual purple brick. The only
Yeah.
brick that should be legal for Brickler, or so they say.
And yeah, even though I didn't think of it, but yeah, the Downward Dragon kill will be interesting. Because it is loud, of course. So we may see some dragging down into that stairwell because it's a very scary kill to do. The loud one. Because if you mess up your snail lore and you need to knock out somebody to save it, suddenly that whole area becomes a little bit scarier. Because if anybody comes to investigate after you like dump Dawood, you have a body just laying there. So a lot of things that can go wrong.
Yeah, obviously another exit kill there, but I say another, but Sparklxs didn't make it one, so you could see like another launch into the water. Sparklxs is going for this elite tug next to the, well, on the hill rather. I think that's the other often used one, so no
Not the
surprises
best
there, but
triple
Beefdo is hard.
shot. Oh, I don't think it was worthy of a restart. Maybe the panic would have spread to those other 2 tugs, but there was a body hidden in the grass and he may have seen it, so it could be a good decision from Friv. Or not Friv,
Yeah,
Sparklxs to do that. Friv has got the key really nice there.
damn. It's probably the smoothest Krieg gap I've seen in a couple of tournaments, but the foreman is going down here because he heard the shot. This is actually either really good or really sketchy because this will be a frontal KO perhaps. No, he's gonna wait until the foreman is back, but still very nicely done. Will be a quick grab.
Yeah, super nice for Frivolous there. Yeah, like I said, or like you said, not sure if he intended the pistol shot to be hurt by the foreman, but that works out super nicely. No tranks needed or anything.
That takes care of the Wazir kill. I think a brick was broken in the process, by the way, so another one will have to be picked up, but
Yeah, there is one in
nice
this
start.
river right next to him. Would be nice for him to grab it if he's planning on doing that kill now. Or the bricklayer now.
Speaking of which, oh no, Sparklxs only got the crowbar from that room, no bricks just yet. Just really looking to get this elite thug first, and then start the bricklayer.
Exactly, and I think that's our first kill of Mumbai down. We're Frivolous there. Dumps for safekeeping as well. Decides to stay in the foreman. Yeah, what's next now for Frivolous? You would be thinking. Could grab Bollywood Bodyguard if you wanted to speed up the Vanya and not have to go all the way back, but seems like he's just going to grab his smuggle and continue over. Yeah, now the brick could be an issue. Hopefully he knows about that one that's right next to the train yard in that kind of dried out river. Otherwise, it's a bit of a detour back into the town.
Yeah, he's looking for this ladder. And at the top of that ladder, there will be another one. I think he's now realizing.
I have no clue what he's even thinking. Oh, he has a brick. What?
The,
He did throw a
so
brick
obviously,
though.
so obviously I was wrong, but I could have sworn that he used the brick there, and I suppose it was he got two bricks in the meantime.
Yeah, it could have been two bricks, or maybe he used an iron and we didn't see him swap it. But yeah, regardless, he has the brick, so wouldn't have been too much of a detour.
Or that excitement for nothing, but
Yeah, I
good
wanted to
lord,
see
he's
a
on the
sick
way.
brick grab from Friv, but we'll take it. Yeah, he's everything pretty nice now to throw that brick in.
He's going a bit back and forth to probably take care of these two metal workers. Oh, no, I'm a bit behind, like mentally, because Sparklxs did the Brickler, so imagine that both players are now doing it, but Frivolous is just lagging a bit behind. But of course, with the kill down and this guy's setup is in a much better position.
Yeah, he's looking pretty good. Both players looking pretty good actually. If Frivolous opts not to knock at the metal workers, always a choice, of course, but if finally gets a bit too far or you need to do something later on, it can be a bit annoying. But should be safe either way. Just a bit of waiting for Frivolous now. Bit faster than Sparklxs in terms of how long the brick was put in ago. And I may just give them a refresh to make
Follows
sure.
to 10.
And yeah, even if Sparklxs was ahead with this, he has a lot more to do because he still has to get that Maelstrom kill. So definitely looking good for Frivolous, who has nearly a minute, 20 seconds ahead of him.
Oh, we get the same buffer here.
Yeah. Oh, it's fixed.
Yeah, I just never liked this sign because that can make a lot of things there.
Yeah, I'll give him another refresh because he could have lost all that time. Yeah, I think got like 5 seconds back. Yeah, both players have Vanya down though. No Rima troubles.
Navanya is of course just a next snap as a Bollywood bodyguard, so soon after Dawood ISO, won't be any problems to do Vanya kill.
Yeah, so close right now in terms of their plan. Snail Lord definitely being the next big hurdle for both of them. Not even Snail Lord, just Snail ISO. I'm getting my Bangkok terminology mixed up.
Well, this is something that, like, how I say this, the snail learn is not a lot of introduction. It's going to be starting with the food vendor grab and then the one more distraction for the other food vendor when Dawood is close enough, and then of course the quadruple KO ideally. Not always happens, but
Yeah, hopefully it goes
very nice.
okay. Sparkle's using a coin for it as well, which actually can be a bit annoying. sometimes. So it can make Dawood stop if he sees the coin, and then the food vendor picks it up and he leaves before Dawood gets there. Sometimes that can just make it a bit bumpy, but hopefully it's okay. Does have to pick it up at least. It should be okay.
Yeah,
I was worried he would leave it there.
better.
Oh, and Sparklxs a bit too ambitious.
That's one last step is that, yeah, you do start to be trespassing.
Yeah, that's
And Sparklxs
super.
went to be too far. But Frivolous' nailer isn't
Ooh,
looking that
I
great.
think he'll get 3, but oh, he did get all of them. Server didn't believe it either.
A lot of timing for that. It is a snail which is quite close to the beach house, so I'm not convinced that
Oh
those thugs
no.
didn't see or hear it. And
Yeah,
that thug is right in the door, and those are the red guns from the door guy. I wish I was wrong there, but
yeah, we've seen that a
he
few
still
times
was.
in the past. If you're leaving it too far, that guy's door is such a pain. Yeah, we're back to square one now. 20 minutes on the spin for both of them. I wonder if we'll see any improvisations from either player here now that they have the knowledge of the route. Not sure if we can see much improv into this spin though. Just a bit of grabbing disguises.
There's not a lot to improv here, sadly. Otherwise, I would definitely love to see some. Perhaps Frivolous being a bit quicker on the foreman grab, but everything lined up so nicely for him. I don't think there's a lot to do differently there. And I think, yeah, that's going to be his first stop once more. After all, this 30-second difference. So it is going to be the player with the kick and run who probably wins this one. Should another player sweep, of course.
Yeah. And it's hard to say right now. Sparkle's going for the same elite tug grab, which is probably the slower of the many you can do in this map, but definitely the safest. You do have to go all the way up to this hill, knock out someone, drag him away, open the door, wait for him, and then hide him away. Does take a bit of time.
This is funny because let's just see this shot first because it's not always fair, but Frivolous gets to try it again. So we know that Frivolous is a quick boardman grab and that Sparklxs is a quick Elisa grab. So I think this spin will come down to whichever player can do the last disguise quicker. Which is quite a rare situation.
I do really like this laundry form and grab from Frivolous. I'm even thinking, I wonder if you could catch him on that stairs when he's looking away from you. Would be really nice to see, but it's super fast from Frivolous, and he's already out. The foreman, and he's heading over to the maelstrom. Gonna get that kill around 210. Sparkles with the brick as well, banging very early.
Yeah, straightforward stuff again, but so it's hard to say for Sparklxs because he got this disguise ready, but I'm still not convinced that it will be anything but an exit kill. So it's just going to be stashed somewhere. For example, he can keep this elite thug until the Davud ISO, and then he can change into Bollywood bodyguard, and then one back and forth for this last kill. Hard to say though.
Yeah, I'm thinking he might bring it over, and when he knocks out that food vendor with the coin on the side, he might just leave it there. But again, he'd have to do a bit of traveling for it, so I do think keeping it here would be a good idea.
I'm just saying that because we need to figure out who is closer to exiting and who has the quicker run. And I think the fact that Frivolous is more efficient with the disguises, but just in a way that he got the foreman and then he killed as the foreman is causing him less back and forth and perhaps putting him in the lead, but really hard to say.
Yeah, I do think so, because when Sparkles is done with the snail lore, he's to run all the way over to the laundry area, which is further than just doing it from the maelstrom. So yeah, it does add up, and it could be the difference in the lead that Sparkles has with about 30 seconds on hand. And Frivolous is about to get ready for the brick lore as well, just going to deal with the guard, so.
But then, of course, Spark was quicker with the brick lore. He put the brick in and then KO'd these two people. And Frivolous uses the back and forth here, which is going to lose him some time.
Yeah, such little things, so it's going to be really close in terms of the time cancelling out, to be honest.
I think this is really fascinating. Like the players are within a minute of each other, but I wouldn't be so sure at all times to call who's leading. I think now Sparklxs has the lead, but it can just really easily turn around by a suboptimal foreman grab. Let alone this trank on the food vendor, which was a bit sketchy, but second shot at the snail KO incoming.
I am a bit worried about that food vendor. I know he's like tucked in and just enough, I think, but he is very like horizontal, and they do easily catch a glimpse of him.
The food vendor will find him first, I think.
Like right now, maybe.
I
Oh,
was gonna say so, but S is big for Sparklxs because all he did wrong was starting or being in the trespassing area. Without that, it just it's all this, but doesn't bump the cards,
oh,
and
yeah,
yet it works out for him so nicely.
yeah. That would definitely be the queen chess piece in that whole like troop that's following him. So that was nice from Sparkles. Way safer compared to the first one. Seemed a bit scrambly the first time around, but yeah, that was perfect from Sparkles that time around. Frivolous has to wait for Reem as well. Oh my god. The alarm went off. He's finally awake.
I really like this from Sparklxs because I think this was intentional. Instead of bumping the four
Oh
NPCs on that
wow.
situation, he just bumped Dawood.
That's very nice from Sparkles. Even the trank for the food vendor at the beginning, it's just yeah, very smart foreplanning there from Sparkles. So now that would the only body that could be found. Yeah.
Yeah, but it still, of course, makes it a 3-second kill, but he's getting closer to that point. He's going to get the Vanya kill now, and what's remaining for him is to become the Longiforman, get to Wazir, get back to Dawood for the Elite Thug Disguise, and exit both. Which is not a long list, but still 3+ minutes.
Yeah, for sure. Bit of trekking for him to do. Does line up nicely in a weird way. Ormond, Maelstrom, Dawood, exit. So it's kind of a bit of an arc. Not as much of a straight line, but yeah, super nice.
Same thing for Frivolous, food vendor being tucked away. And Dawood is coming soon. Still like 15 seconds until the distraction is done. Oh, but Frivolous wants to make this safe, perhaps to save in the process. Hopefully that thug won't interfere in any way.
Yeah, I'm guessing the flash point is in the basement then for those
Should be.
tugs. Yeah.
It's not outside. It has to be in the beach house, and I think it's downstairs. Yeah.
Also, Sparkle's taking the route I love for Foreman. Not even a moment of worry when you take this way. It's more when you approach him this way. But yeah, just not even a worry. Makes a tough disguise easy by taking that nice upstairs route. And yeah, turns on the fuse box as well, even safer. And it's going to use a trank, so safety all around. Again, look at this. Oh my god, Frivolous.
This timing for Frivolous, ironically, it does
Oh,
feel it would have been easier if that thug wouldn't
oh my god. If
be
that tug
investigating the gun.
rotated the other way when he went back in, he was over. It literally came down to which way he rotated.
Holy moly. But sets up the loud explosion. We'll move this one more body out of the explosion range. That's a good shout, of course.
Yeah,
But
very
then it
nice.
is still a albeit shorter run between here, Vanya, and the top of the
Oh,
hill. But Sparklxs already got the Longiforman. He's going to get the Maelstrom kill after some cross-checking with the map.
yeah. Where does Frivolous have his elite tug? Did he grab that?
No, not yet. He shot
Oh,
this ladder for ease of access, but didn't start this part of the run yet.
yeah. Well, you would say it's in Sparkle's favor then because he has everything ready. If Frivolous can pull off a really fast disguise grab, it would be looking good. Isn't many other elite tugs, so yeah, we're probably going to see that one. That's the Maelstrom kill down.
Oh boy. And I think this is Frivolous versus the 47-second mark, and not Sparklxs versus Frivolous, but we'll have to see how it works because Sparklxs has this last disguise here.
Oh, look at
And
that for Frivolous Miha on the above the ladder.
oh,
Let's just take the other approach.
it's
Hopefully
gonna
up
go the
does.
long way around, or
Yeah, there we go. Definitely nicer for this as well because you don't need to go to the right side, just go to the left once you get up there. Not great timing though. Literally the worst timing possible for that one tug.
more setbacks there as Sparklxs decided to be a bit more safe with the loud explosion. And that Dawood is now in the corner, but yeah, 3 important seconds for Sparklxs. I think he wins it if he stays green.
Yeah, super nice from Sparklxs. The body didn't fly too far either, so I do think that was the micro explosive. But yeah, nice there. Has about 40 seconds now for Frivolous to get this kill. Could go taxi exit, could go train exit. I think taxi's the only possible scenario. But of course, he doesn't know he's on a time crunch.
I am waiting this one out because Frivolous will have this last disguise.
Oh my, so
This is gonna be
close.
such a heartbreaker for Friv.
Yeah, and the taxi's right there. Just go for it. If you went on
The
the
bodies
stairs.
are being found. I think that's a Bollywood bodyguard next to there. And I think if he's found, then other bodies will be found.
Yeah, and I think that 47 seconds is just about gone now.
Just gone now.
Oh, and well, I'm sure we're going to see that detonation from Friv, but I do have a feeling it's going to go red guns anyway. And there it
Oh, in
is.
the water, but with red guns. I think it is going to be even more heartbreaking if that is how it finishes. Oh,
Yeah.
crazy, crazy Mumbai there.
Yeah, very unfortunate for Frivolous there. So close on all of those spins. Like, honestly, anybody's man for all of those. Just tiny little things that caught both players over and over. But Sparklxs did get out on all of them just a tiny bit quicker. Yeah, GG's for sure for both players. And yeah, we can check what that does. Sparklxs on an absolute tear lately.
Hmm.
And I'm really intrigued to see what that does now. 2 bracket scores now for this group. So of course that was a group G. And there we go. Not far behind yourself In4Fun. The 100%, the real 100% Andy of this group with 24 points out of a maximum of 24 so far. Sparklxs very close behind. Almost the same as you, except one map lost. I'm not too sure
incredible.
what map though. I feel like I recall it, but it's definitely a 4-2 against somebody.
His first ever match against Blunts and Beats was a 2-4 win or 4-2 win, so a Hokkaido loss. But I think that's the really impressive story here. Sparklxs as the rookie, 11 out of 12 maps won.
Yeah.
His first 4 matches won as a rookie. I don't think I wonder who's done it ever. Really interesting now.
Yeah, super nice from him. And yeah, he's looking very good to stay in the top 4 for this. Then 10 points down, we have Blunts and Beats, also 4 games played. Frivolous with 10, 3 games played, so still looking pretty good for Frivolous. Could get up to 16 points before he'd even be matching the top 3 in terms of matches played. Then we have Story with 10, 4 games played. Kenny Z, 7 points with 3 games played, so still has a game in hand. And Mikulers, 3 points with 5 games played. It's going to be a bit tough for Mikulers with the most games played out of anybody in his group, but still a lot of potential. 2 good games, and he'd go up to 3rd place. And same with Sovia. He has 3 games played, so still a good few more to play for him as well. So still anybody's game. And nobody's out of the running, to be quite honest. Very close group in terms of 3rd and 4th, to be honest. I feel like anybody could take those 2 spots right now. But 1st and 2nd looking so comfy.
Such an open group. I love everyone, or like everyone's chances here. Everyone could definitely still advance from here.
Yeah, without a doubt. And yeah, we'll see when those matches are coming up. If we have any Group G games, would be interesting. So we have Rommel and Rocky playing very soon, playing the 2 C maps, Colorado and Chongqing. They are playing in about 3 hours from now. actually 2 hours from now. That's being casted by Joker J. Ebra, Maddie, and Goulet are playing Colorado and New York. That's also at the same time. Barb and Leo Perk. Oh, we have a triple header actually. That's going to be a very good game as well. Hokkaido and Berlin. We have Shasin and Rustle playing Scale New York. That's being casted by Nezuko at 2 o'clock EST. Rustle and Gordy, New York and Colorado. Wow. Saturday, 11:30 CEST. And then Gorg and Isla Kidman, Ambrose Scale, 2 island maps. Saturday at 1 p.m. And then Cab and Nezuko chunking in Berlin at 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon. But yeah, very nice matches coming up. So many important ones coming up soon with the groups coming to their close. We are only past the halfway point, so still a week or two, obviously, of course. But yeah, it's going to be really fun to see those matches.
For sure. Exactly, like all of these players will either start to see the eliminated or the promoted. Well, what do we say there? I don't think. Well, you are guaranteed to advance. So what is the word next to your name in the group stage? Like advanced?
I think it's just advanced, yeah. But
yeah,
actually,
so those two, yeah.
We're gonna check. I'm investigating. We need to know.
Nice.
They're promoted or advanced. They need to know the term they use. Oh my god, that's baiting me now. If you don't load, I swear. There's no way. Okay, there we go. It is not that one. Advanced.
There you go. You're welcome for the extra meat of this stream.
Yeah, thanks for the self promo of the fact that I made it. But yeah, really good ones coming up.
Yeah, should be nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to see them. Definitely keep an eye on one of the games later on. Anybody who's wanting to watch them, all 3 of the games coming up at 10 o'clock CST are going to be great. Only one of them is claimed right now, but of course, if they can be casted, they will be casted. Otherwise, they'll probably be delayed, or we'll see if there's availability for them. But yeah, keep an eye on those. I'll check if there's anybody online to stream. But yeah, thanks as In4Fun for adminning and co-casting with me, as always.
No worries, a great pleasure as always.
And it looks like Mendy is on. He's doing some contracts, so we'll send him some love. Yeah, we'll catch you all very soon, and thanks everybody for sticking around.